How disappointing was that question?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo Glow, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times celebs shot down inappropriate interview questions. Number 10. Quentin Tarantino. Journalist Krishnan Gurumurthy struck a nerve in this interview with Quentin Tarantino from 2013. The director went on the British network Channel 4 News to promote his film Django Unchained. Tarantino got defensive when he thought Gurumurthy said the film was being trashed. But when it was implied that violence in movies encourages violence in real life, the director passionately refused to answer.
You want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the implications of violence. I haven't wanted, the reason I don't want to talk about it is I've said everything I have to say about it.
Number 9. Taylor Swift. At the 2015 Grammys, Swift presented the award for Best New Artist and had 3 nominations of her own. However, one of her most memorable moments from the night happened not on the stage, but rather on the red carpet.
You're going to walk home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
Her line of questioning was uncomfortable and uncalled for. The Cat Mom has endured a lot of speculation about her romantic life. When given the opportunity, she did not hesitate to set the record straight.
I'm not going to walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends.
Number 8. Jonah Hill. While visiting Georgia Tech in 2011, Jonah Hill sat for an interview with a small group of reporters. One of the people present brought up the fact that Hill had lost weight and asked about his change in lifestyle. However, he wasn't happy with where the conversation went next. Another reporter chimed in and asked about the actor's reputation in Hollywood, but the question was horribly framed.
Are you the fat guy in Hollywood still?
Hill moved the conversation forward, but not before throwing in a small dig.
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Number 7. Ariana Grande. In 2015, the pop star put Los Angeles DJs Just Incredible and Eric Deluxe in their proper places.
Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing between?
Yeah. At one point, the singer was asked to choose between makeup and her phone. She responded by making fun of the radio host's knowledge of women. Grande made her stance clear by addressing the double standards and calling for a change.
We have work to do.
Okay, we got work to do.
We'll start with you, though.
Me?
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Number 6. Scarlett Johansson. In 2012, Scarlett Johansson was doing press for the first Avengers movie and had to field some pretty intimate inquiries from the host.
Were you able to wear undergarments?
You're like the 5th person that's asked me that.
Because
when Johansson called him out, he failed to see why the question was so odd. She tried to point out the double standard, but it seemed to go over Penacoli's head. Despite the invasion of privacy, the celebrity kept her cool for the rest of the interview.
What kind of interview is this?
Number 5. Jane Fonda. Fonda and her co-star Robert Redford appeared on Megyn Kelly Today for a conversation with the former Fox News host. In front of a live studio audience, Kelly awkwardly used complimenting the actress's looks as a segue into asking her about plastic surgery.
Hey, I read that you said you're not proud to admit that you've had work done. Why not?
The interviewee was rightfully shocked and quickly turned the attention back to the movie.
Let me tell you why I love this movie that we did, Our Souls at Night.
Fonda is an icon in the entertainment industry for many reasons. There is a lot for her to talk about, so Kelly had no reason to bring up her past cosmetic work unprompted. Number 4. Lauren Conrad. The businesswoman was asked a question that went over the line when she appeared on Shade 45's Sway in the Morning in 2012. Towards the end of the Sirius XM radio show, Conrad was invited to choose questions at random out of a hat.
What's your favorite position?
Everyone, including us, relaxed when Conrad gave the perfect response.
CEO.
CEO? I like that! Yes!
Number 3. Samuel L. Jackson. A week before the 2014 Super Bowl, the well-known action star was doing press for RoboCop and appeared remotely on KTLA Morning News. Entertainment reporter Sam Rubin tried making small talk and asked about the actor's recently aired Kia commercial.
Working for Marvel, the Super Bowl commercial, did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
The problem? The man in the commercial was actually Lawrence Fishburne, not Samuel L. Jackson. The interviewee railed at the reporter, who definitely should have known better.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that.
Apparently, the two actors have been confused for each other for years, but usually by fans. Number 2. Anne Hathaway. Hathaway is a master of deflecting offensive interview questions. She remains composed and often responds playfully. She had no problem teasing Chris Van Vliet or Jerry Penacoli.
Any particular workout?
Are you trying to lose weight?
But our pick shows her giving a more serious answer. Matt Lauer was a co-host of The Today Show in 2012 when the Les Miserables star went on to promote her film. He began the interview by bringing up an incident during which a paparazzo was able to take an inappropriate picture of the actress.
Wardrobe malfunction the other night. What's the lesson learned from something like that?
The host asked what there was to be learned from the event, so the actress gave him a lesson. She eloquently condemned the over-sexualization of women in society before bringing the topic back to the movie, where it should have stayed all along.
And I'm sorry that we live in a culture that commodifies sexuality of unwilling participants, which brings us back to Les Mis, because that's what my character is.
Number 1, Carmen Carrera. The former Drag Race contestant was invited to talk about her experience in the industry as a trans woman. When the topic of her transition came up, Carrick jumped at the chance to ask about medical procedures. She explicitly inquired about Carrera's privates. The model rightfully refused to answer and explained why.
I don't want to talk about it because it's really personal.
Her response reminds us of an interview with Laverne Cox. The actress said pretty much the same thing when the talk show host Wendy Williams inquired about top surgery.
When trans people's experiences are talked about, we always far too often focus on surgery and transition, so I don't talk about that.
Both clips are from 2014, so hopefully interviewers have learned since then.